Hello you lot. Right, so here's the deal. I'd done a video a couple of days ago on glow starters and glow plugs, and you know how they work, blah blah blah. And I mentioned briefly in there in that video on about charging your glow starter, keep it charged up, blah blah blah. Well, I had a comment saying about charging overnight's too long to charge one, and the length of time that they should be charged for, and blah blah blah. So I thought, oh then, fair enough, let's have a little look. I've got loads of chargers, and I'm going to show you the two methods that I use to charge my glow starters. I'm going to have a look at some of these glow starters to see how, if they say on them. I know at least one says how long it's supposed to take. And we'll have a look to see how long they should be charged for, and all the other rubbish that comes along with them. Like I say, there's two methods to charge them that I use. So let's have a look. Right. Right, let's get you in shot. Right, not you, but these, I mean. So, these are all the chargers. What the hell is this one? I don't know what that is. That's got the wrong plug on it, so that's not good, is it? Oh, it's not even a glow plug charger, that's why. Right. These are all the chargers that I've collected over the years. There's another one in this plug here. Because I've collected loads and loads of glow starters over the years. I mean, they've come with various bits and bobs. I've only ever bought two. The rest of them, well, you could say I've bought them because they come with Nitro cars that I've bought. They come with bundles and whatnot. But I've only ever actually gone out to buy two glow stars. So these ones here, they don't tell you how long they're supposed to take to charge, but we can get a rough idea, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So we'll put all them ones aside. That one aside, that one aside. Now one of these tells you how long it's supposed to charge. There we go. So we have here, it says, oh, bloody, I've got to try and get this to focus right now. It says here 1.2 volt, 2100 milliamp hour, rechargeable, standard charge 16 hours at 200 milliamp hour. Can you read that? Let me know. Shout now if you can't. Can you read it or not? I'm sorry, the screen on the camera is broken, so it is a bit difficult for me to actually see what I'm filming. There we go. Now I know you can see it. There we go. See, that's what it says. So this one will take 16 hours at 200 milliamps to charge. Now, blah, 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 blah. Please charge before first use. Standard charge, 2.5 to 3 hours at 500 milliamp hour. This one, 2.5 to 3 hours at 500 milliamp hour. But the trouble is that you will find that one's the same. Oops. Well, that one was the same before it went for a walk and is now probably dead. This one here, 16 hours at 450 milliamp hour, because it's a 4,500 milliamp hour thing. So this one takes 16 hours to charge. This one doesn't. So this is my favourite glow starter, this ProTech one. It's my favourite one, but unfortunately it's not as good as it used to be. This one here, 3,000 milliamp hour, 1.2 volts, fast rechargeable. Doesn't say how long it takes to charge at certain milliamp hours, but I'll tell you how we can work it out in a minute. These ones have not got batteries in, they're all broken. So there we go with them. Let me just put these back up on this shelf so we get rid of them. They will need new batteries. So let's have a look. Now the chargers. This charger, if we have a look, this one is 240 volt in at 50 hertz, output 1.2 volts at 170 milliamps. That one, 170. So we're looking, in order to charge this one, not that one, in order to charge this one in 16 hours, we need a 200 milliamp hour charger. So let's have a look at this one. This one's 240 milliamps at 1.4 volts. Right, so that'll be good enough. This will charge it in just under 16 hours. This one, 450 milliamp. So I've got the glow starter for this one somewhere. This is it. This is the actual charger that comes with this glow starter, and this one 450 milliamp. So that'll charge that in, well, that's 3000 milliamp, that one. So 3 amps. So that'll charge that, you know, in a reasonable time. You probably stick that on. I'll probably leave that on for about 8 hours. This one here is 1.25 volts at 170 milliamp. This charger is about 20 years old. If we can ever get a focus on it, there we go. I would say this charger is about 20 years old because it comes with this glow starter that I had when I first started Nitro in 2003, which is we're in 2023 now, so that's 20 years. So this charger and this glow starter is about 20 years old. Anyway, another one here. We've already looked at that one. This other Rip Max one, 150 milliamps. And this one is 100 milliamps at 3 volts. 3 volts and 100 milliamps. It's never going to focus on any of that, is it? No. But, yeah, I don't know what one that goes to, but there. So, you know, none of them are going to charge in a couple of hours. Unless you get a 500 milliamp. This one charges in 2.5 to 3 hours at 500 milliamps. And this is a 1800 milliamp 1.2 volt battery. Nickel hydrogen battery. So yeah, there we go. I thought I'd just talk about this a little bit because I have had in the past somebody ask me, they'd got a glow starter that come with a Nitro car that they'd bought, but it didn't come with a charger, and they'd asked me, how do I charge it? What charger do I need to buy? So, you know, there must be some kind of confusion somewhere with people about how to actually charge glow starters if you haven't got the correct charger. Because obviously if you go out and buy a glow starter, it will usually, not always, some don't, some of the high-end ones don't come with chargers because they're high-end glow starters. They're designed for people who know what they're doing. You know, they're advanced, as you could say. You could say they're for professionals. They're advanced things. But if you go and buy one of these ones, just a general purpose sort of glow starter for hobbyists, I suppose, they will normally come with a charger. So you won't have to worry about how to charge it. You literally just plug it in. And on this one, it tells you 16 hours. So if you put it on, depends on the milliamps, you know. But anything up to 16 hours and you'll be charged. Now, let's look at the other method, which I use to charge my glow starters. So this is my little charging area on top of this fridge. And I've got my charger here. Now, all I do is I just use this charger to charge up my glow starters. I made up this wire. You can't, well, you probably might better buy them, but I've never seen anywhere where you can actually buy the whole wire. But Fast Tracks do this part with a plug and a little piece of wire there, and then you have to make up your own rest of it. So I bought one of these, and I literally just plug it in, turn the charger on, select what battery it is, and it goes without saying. I'll show you. You need to select the correct type of battery, but you do need to select the right amperage. So let's say, for example, this one is 2100 milliamps, or 2.1 amps, and it's nickel metal hydride battery, 1.2 volts. So all we would do, if we was going to be charging this, won't go any higher than that on the amps. However, my friends, and this is where some of you lot that know what you're talking about are going to be shouting at me and probably commenting. I wouldn't recommend that unless it says fast charge, fast rechargeable or fast charge capable on the battery. I wouldn't recommend you charging it at that high of amps. I would charge it, I would go right down, and I would actually just charge it on what the normal charger would do you know, 500 milliamps or 0.5 amps, or even go as low as 200 milliamps. You know what I mean? It's going to take a long time, but some batteries aren't capable of being charged fast. They're not capable of fast charging. If it doesn't kill them straight away, it might damage them, and it will reduce the capacity and reduce its life, basically. Me being me, I do tend to just charge them on the highest I can charge them, because I'm just me, basically. Bit of a dickhead. But so, you know, if you're going to use it, you can use one of these chargers. If you've got one of these chargers and you've got a glow starter, and let's just say that you do electric RC, so you've got a charger, and you fancy giving Nitro a go, but you've not, you know, you buy yourself a second-hand Nitro car, comes with a glow starter but no charger. Quite common. People lose the chargers. So you've already got a fast charger because you've got electric RC. All you got to do is go and buy that little lead from Fast Tracks. Yeah, probably get them from most model shops. Make up your own little bit of cable, a couple of plugs, and you can use your charger to charge your glow starter. But there you go. As I said, use your own knowledge and your own common sense to determine whether you want to fast charge the glow starter. Yeah. Look, I'll probably get some comments from people saying you should never fast charge a glow starter unless it says so. You know, some people are probably going to say that it's perfectly fine to fast charge any battery. But from my experience, well, I know for a fact, some batteries are not capable, not capable basically, of being charged fast. Because all fast charging is chucking a load more amps into it quicker at higher voltage, most of the time, slightly higher voltage. A slow charge is better for the battery because there's less amps being pushed into it, and it can sort of just calmly absorb the power. Whereas if you're fast charging a battery, the amps are being pushed into it really quick, and it's imagine if you're eating something, yeah, you're sitting down for your dinner, and you know, you've got your dinner and you're just slowly eating it nicely, your food's going down and you're enjoying your food. Imagine if you're in a bit of a rush, yeah, and you have to really scoff your dinner down. Not only do you not enjoy it as much, not that a glow starter enjoys being charged, but it can, you know, you feel a bit shit, really, didn't you? Like, you know, if you're really scoffing it down, it all gets a bit clogged up, and your stomach feels all like proper bloated and that because you've stuffed your food down and had a chance to digest it while you're eating. It's a similar thing with batteries, yeah. Fast charging them stuffs all the power and all the amps in really quick, and some batteries aren't capable of taking that, and it can damage them. And you know, so use your own wisdom on that, whether you want to fast charge it. But I would recommend that unless you know what you're doing, just charge it on, you know, no more than 500 milliamps, yeah, or 0.5 amps, yeah. 1,000 milliamps is 1 amp. Remember that. So 500 milliamps is half an amp, etc., etc. So yeah, that is well, that's pretty basic, but I thought it was worth talking about because there might be some people that didn't know that kind of stuff, and you might not realise you can use this charger to charge your glow starters. As long as you select the right type of battery, you're perfectly fine. So you don't need to sit there and wait. This is one of the reasons why I like to fast charge them as well. Like I say, some of them say they're fast charge capable, and I've got a couple that are fast charge capable, so I charge them at the maximum amperage. But the ones that ain't, you know, if you sit here, you don't want to wait for 16 hours, let it charge overnight. I don't like charging stuff overnight, so I tend to fast charge them, and happy days. I suppose one quick thing to note, if I can undo that with one hand, one quick thing to note, if you've got a glow starter and there's no information, like these ones got the information on the outside, and so is this one, where it says, very out of focus, it tells you what type of battery it is, and then it says quick charge possible, please charge before first use, 16 hours, blah blah blah. If you haven't got that information and it's just plain, like this one is, try to see if you can unscrew it, because these ones you can unscrew them and you can get to the battery so that you can charge the battery. You can replace the battery. This one has got no information on it because it's stupid. But this one, come out of another glow starter, which is over there, and the battery itself has the information on it. So rechargeable, 3000 milliamps. That's the type of battery that it is. Warning: observe polarity and charge time. Do not short circuit or what's that? Increate. Charge before use. Oh, incinerate. Bloody increate. Look, you look. I'm dyslexic, alright? I actually am. I'm not taking a piece, I actually am dyslexic. Increate. What the hell is all that? Incinerate. Do not incinerate. We all know that it's fun to incinerate batteries. Just chuck them on the fire and see what they do. Not a lot. These type of batteries do nothing on a fire. Literally nothing. Bigger batteries do a lot of good stuff. This one, not a lot. Anyway, do not increate your battery. And yeah, this one doesn't say anything about fast charging though. No, this one doesn't say anything about fast charging, so you know. But yeah, you get your information from the battery. As I say, this one's got nothing on it, but happy days. This one is this one's funny. Look, read this one. Says it, caution: do not increate, do not incinerate, manipulate, or short circuit. Do not manipulate it. You must not manipulate this battery. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, there you go. You look. You know, I hope this was probably pointless. It probably was a pointless little talk and a little video for a lot of reasons, especially since a lot of people that watch these sort of do know what they're doing. But I have had the question how to charge a glow starter, and then the other comment made me think, you know what, I've done a video on glow starters and glow plugs, let's just talk about charging the glow starters. One thing I will say is some manufacturers in the instructions, there was one, I can't remember which one, it might have been ProTech actually, they recommended charging the glow starter overnight. I will say I don't think that's a good idea to charge anything overnight. I mean, I don't even charge my mobile phone overnight. I don't like charging anything overnight because batteries can be very unpredictable, even when you think they're safe batteries, you know, like what's in your phone and in a laptop or anything like that. They're still a battery. They're chemicals and they're a lot of energy stored up in a small space, you know. So I always like to charge anything during the daytime. We can do it at night. There's no reason why you can't do it at night, as long as you're awake. Do it at night while you're awake if you want. If you're awake at night time, do it at night. But yeah, I like to just do it when I'm about to be there. You don't have to be there literally watching it or in the same room, but you have to sort of, I think you have to sort of be around. Because if you start to smell any burning or any weird smells or hear any crackling or anything like that, you can go and have a look at it and go, bloody hell, the battery's on fire. So, I recommend don't charge them overnight. Charge them when you're about. But other than that, happy days. Thanks for watching and enjoy yourselves.